we are ready with the live, I think.
Live now.
So,
Vanisha ma'am,
yeah.
you can start.
Yeah. Shall we start, ma'am, then?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Divya. On behalf of Department of Library Science, Kasturba Gandhi Degree and PG College for Women, I welcome our principal, vice principal, speaker, my colleagues, and all participants for the national webinar on effective use of digital information resources. We shall start our webinar by rendering a prayer song. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Now, I request Dr. E.L. Vanaja ma'am, Head Department of Library Science and convener of this webinar, to introduce our guest speaker.
Thanks,
Ma'am, over to
Divya.
you.
Thank you, Divya. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of management, principal, and vice principal, I, Dr. Vanaja, Head Department of Library Science, Kasturba Gandhi Degree College for Women, would like to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished guest speaker, Mr. Parichi Ramesh sir. On this occasion, I take this privilege to introduce our today's guest speaker for the webinar. Mr. P. Ramesh sir is working as Senior Technical Officer in Usmania University since 2 decades. He has 25 years of teaching experience in the field of library and information science with specialized areas of digital information management, digital libraries, and knowledge management. He is also Microsoft certified IT professional since 1998. Sir has published more than 25 research papers in both national and international journals. He has delivered many lectures on e-resources and search techniques. Sir has also developed live DVDs for the setup and installation of digital library management software, and content management system. He also received 2 gold medals for scoring highest marks in bachelor's and master's. I would like to sincerely thank sir for accepting our invitation and present before us today. Thank you. I will hand over the session to Ramesh sir. Over to you, Ramesh sir.
Yeah. Very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you, madam. Dr. P. Sunita, principal of the college. Dr. R. Rajeshri, madam, vice principal of the college. Dr. E.L. Vanaja, the librarian and the coordinator of this program, convener of this program. Mrs. Sunanda, Mrs. Mangwani, Mrs. Vidyalakshmi from the ICT department. And dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon to all of you. I am Ramesh. I will be presenting you on several aspects related to digital resources. Okay, digital information resources which are abundantly available nowadays on the internet, right? So my topic will be on how effectively we can use these in digital information resources and various important aspects related to these. Okay, yeah. My presentation will be like this. First of all, before beginning my presentation, I would like to quote the quote of Mark Twain, who said that the importance of an right resource, who said that the man who does not read good books has no advantage over the man who cannot read them. So this is the quote of Mark Twain he has given in 1835, who has rightly said about the importance of a right resource. Okay, nowadays the resources are available in digital format, all are in electronic or digital format. Okay, then my presentation will be like this. First of all, I would like to cover various digital information resources and how to search them, various search strategies. I will be touching upon them, and how to use the databases, then various open access e-resources which are very useful for the research purpose, and finally I'll give a brief touch on citations and plagiarism, which are very important for teaching or learning activities. This presentation will be very useful for all the participants who are all involved in teaching, learning, and research activities. So everyone, see, student, teachers, and research scholars can also get benefit out of this presentation. Okay, the kinds of resources, digital resources. As you all know, the nowadays resources are available in electronic format. So they are called as e-resources, right? So usually in the olden days, they used to be available in printed format. Nowadays, they are available in electronic form, and they are abundantly available on internet in various kinds, right? For example, ebooks, journal databases, digital libraries, institutional repositories, ETDs, electronic thesis and dissertations, newspapers, e-references, online public access catalogs, web packs, courseware. You all know what is a courseware. Nowadays, it's an online education almost because of this pandemic situation. So courseware is a very important component in the online education. Then archives and information portals. All these are all various kinds of digital resources which are available abundantly on internet. We have to search for them. See, after seeing the various kinds of digital resources, we'll see resource formats. See, well, what is the format? Format means the resource which is available in a different formats, right? So, for example, it can be a multimedia document. It can be a structured document. It can be annotated. It can be a multilingual document. For example, if you say if it is a multimedia document, it can be a 3D text or a video document or a sound or an image document, whatever it can be. It's a multimedia document. You can see the examples of the multimedia documents which are available: videos, slides of tutorials, seminars, lectures, training sessions, PowerPoint or project presentations, demos, whatever. All these come under multimedia documents. Then coming to structured documents. Structured documents in the sense that they are organized in a structured way. Like when you write an exam, you will be starting with an introduction and followed by the definitions and followed by the theoretical concepts. Same way, the documents are also arranged in a proper structured manner. See, these are the examples how the documents are arranged. Like for example, if you take a journal, they are arranged in article 1, article 2. So why I am telling this is because you can search a particular paragraph, a particular word also in a journal. So that's how we'll be planning this, right? So thesis, in case of a thesis, it can be a chapter 1, section A, section B, like that it can be anything. In case of a video document, you can segregate into scene A. Under scene A, frame A1, frame A2, like that. So these kind of a document are called as structured documents. Okay, then search for information sources. That is the challenge behind the information seekers, or a library professionals, or a librarian herself or himself, right? So any one person who is searching for the proper or relevant information source is the challenge behind or before us, right? Now, why I'm saying it's a challenge is because e-resources are huge in number. They are lot. It's like an ocean of e-resources which are available, which can be, which have to be accessed. And in them, the content selection and identification for access is the difficult task before us. And why? Because there are various kinds of access models and dissemination and retrieval models are there. So therefore, it's a challenge for the information seekers. Now, where do we search? We'll search for information in a journal article or a conference papers, e-resources such as databases, or a book or an e-book nowadays, internet sources, or thesis and dissertations. Not only these are the areas where we will be searching for the information, we can also search it at different places, which I am going to be presenting in the next few slides. Okay. Now, the challenge is where to search, whether we have to search in a free web or a library database. So what is free web? A free web is a free search engine where we can find out a free information without any pay or something like that, right? Now, generally what we'll do is whenever we have any query, we will open Google. Google has become a professor Google, right? So Google is like a professor who can answer, which can answer anything, right? So therefore, we'll generally, our tendency is to go to browser and open the Google search engine. Okay? But whether Google provides you authentic information or not, that is the matter here, right? So Google provides an information, but it may be authentic, may not be authentic. So that's why now where to search then? We have to search in a library resource such as a database, right? So we have to search in a library database, which is why I'm telling is because it is a peer-reviewed document or a peer-reviewed uh, databases, because they have been the information which has been included in the database has been peer-reviewed. Means peer-reviewed means they have been evaluated or authenticated by a, eminent personalities or professors of a particular subject. Whereas the material on the free web may not be reviewed. So there is a confusion there, there is a doubt there, right? Now, and even in a library database, there are specific databases, subject-oriented databases. So therefore, the search is very easy if you search in a database rather than in a normal search engine. And whereas a free web will not provide the old data, old information. Suppose, for example, if you wanted 100 years old data, which will not be available in a search engine, which will be available only in a library databases, right? Suppose if you wanted to conduct a historical research, then you have to consult a library database only, because this free web contains the latest information only, whereas old data will not be there in the free web. Of course, both will have internet connection should be there for accessing the online resources, and username and password are must if it is a subscription or subscribed resources. These are the major differences why I am telling to search in a library databases. Okay. Then how to plan the search strategies, right? Now, why I'm telling the search strategies to plan is because all the databases are almost subscribed, okay? Subscribed databases. If you waste our time, hours of time on the subscribed databases, it's of waste, right? We are wasting our money. So therefore, to have an optimum usage of the library resources, you have to plan your search strategies. Now, it saves the time and you can have a more effective and better results. And also you can have a relevant one, more relevant one also. Okay. Now, how to build a search strategy? Now, first of all, we have to break down the concept into phrases, right? Let us say, I will show an example. See, this is the topic I wanted to search for. Let us say the topic is analysis of heavy metals in seawater. That is a topic I wanted to find out, okay, on internet. Now, how to write a search strategy now? Now, first of all, what we have to do, we have to break the search topic into concepts. Now, what are the concepts? Concepts are the important aspects of the search topic. Let us say in this topic, the search concept, the concepts are important concepts are the analysis, heavy metals, and seawater. These are the important concepts in this search topic. And whereas of and in are insignificant words because it's not used also. Now, we can use, see, these are the important concepts. Now, I have used the website synonym.com. Synonym.com, this is an online dictionary, like this dictionary, where we can find out the synonyms for a particular concept, right? Why I'm telling is, see, instead of analysis, you can also use the word determination. You can also use the word measurement. Why I'm telling is because in some journals, they might have used determination instead of analysis. If it is a proper and good journal, you might miss if you use the analysis. Why? Because all search engines or databases, they will match the keyword, whatever you have typed there in the databases, right? So therefore, if you change the concepts or synonyms using the synonyms, you'll get different results altogether, right? Different results. See here, you can see here, sea water with a space and without space also sometimes, right? So color, C-O-L-O-U-R, C-O-L-O-R. So like that also you have to change the concept so that you'll get different results. Why? Because in suppose if you if you search in an American journals, they will use the word color as C-O-L-O-R, right? So in British English, it is C-O-L-O-U-R. So you might, there is a chance of missing those concepts or missing those hits or results. So therefore, because of that reason, we have to change the concepts. Right. After finding those the concepts, synonyms of those concepts, we have to arrange them, right? Now there are some operators are there. For example, Boolean operators are there, nesting operators are there, nesting method is there. truncation method is there, and control vocabulary tools are also there. Now we have to use these tools so that we'll get different results whenever we search for the information. Now, what is Boolean operator? You all know George Boole is a person, English mathematician, who has developed the Boolean operators and or not. Okay, so we can use these operators in search engine as well as in a database also. See here, for example, if you are searching for a research topic, let us say the topic is the crisis of kingship in Shakespeare plays. This is a topic I am going to search for. Now, the important points here is the crisis, the kingship, Shakespeare. So these are the important points, whereas the, of, in are insignificant words. They are also called as stop words. Okay. So let us say these are the two important concepts which I have found out in this, right? Now use the synonym.com website. So instead of kingship, you can use monarchical power. You can use monarchical legitimacy also. Okay. Then you'll get a different results. Okay. So some author might have used these words. Some authors might have used these words. So because we shouldn't miss those journal articles, so therefore we have to change the concepts or synonyms. We can use these synonyms. Okay, and these concepts can be arranged or queried using the Boolean operators like this: kingship and Shakespeare. If you use and operator, it will instruct the system that you wanted the result in the result to both the terms should be there, should be present, right? If you use or term, then it means that both the terms are either of the terms, and not instructs the computer to exclude a particular term. Suppose you wanted to say not kingship, then you can use NOT and the concept name. So this is generally, it's similar to the mathematical Boolean operators. So we can use these operators in a search engine or in a search in a database also. Now, when to use and, when to use or, when to use not. Now, when you wanted to narrow down a search, see if you are getting more results. So let us say whenever most of we felt that there are number of pages when we search in a Google search engine, right? When we send a query in a Google search engine, we won't go beyond 2 or 3 pages. There are number of pages, but we will not go beyond 2 or 3 pages. So if you are getting more number of pages or more number of results, we wanted to have more relevancy, then we have to narrow down our search. So then you have to use this AND operator. If you wanted to narrow down the search, use the AND operator. If you wanted to broaden your search, use the OR operator, and exclude some unwanted results, then use the NOT operator. Along with these, another term is also there, any, A-N-Y. Any operator is also there. Like for example, if you wanted to search for a disease like cancer, so you can use any cancer. Then it will show you all the types of cancers relating that information, right? So you can use these Boolean operators while searching in a normal search engine or a library databases, right? See, this is a snapshot of Emerald database where you can use these. See here, these are the places where you have to enter the concepts, and these are the operators. We can change them, right? So there will be many more options in the databases also. The next method is the nesting method, where so we will group the concepts. What we'll do is we'll use it's like a mathematical Bodemas principle, where we'll group the concepts, right? For example, see here, I'm using an example here: kingship or monarchical power and Shakespeare. See, I kept these two concepts within the parentheses. These are the parentheses which are used to group the concepts. So what will happen here is this will be processed separately, and the results will be processed with this concept. So you'll get different results, right? So you wanted to group some concepts, then you can use these parentheses. And there are two characters are there, asterisk and question mark are there. So using those symbols is called, that method is called as truncation method, where what we can do is we can skip some of the letters. While typing, we can skip some letters. For example, if you use LIBRAR and after that asterisk symbol, it will retrieve all the words which are starting with these letters. So that means it will retrieve librarian, librarians, librarianship, everything. All these words which are starting with these letters will be retrieved. So we can skip some of the typing also. Okay, and asterisk represents multiple characters. Asterisk symbol is the character which will be representing the multiple characters. And if you wanted only single character, then use the question mark. Question mark is the method which will be symbol which will be used for single character, right? Now you can place these asterisk on the right side or the left side or in the middle also. If you place this asterisk at the end, then it is called as right truncation. If you place the asterisk at the beginning, it is called as left truncation, and in the middle, if you place them, it is called as middle truncation. And placing this symbol is also very important. Why? Because if you place it at the wrong place, you will get a different results, right? See here, I have placed this asterisk symbol after T. So what it has retrieved? It has retrieved all these letters, right? Symptoms, symptomless, symptomatic. This is not the result I wanted it. Actually, I have to place this asterisk after P, right? See, if you place after P, you are getting altogether a different results, right? So placing the asterisk symbol or a question mark symbol at the right place is also very important, so that you can save time and also you can also have a different results. Okay. Then now how to find these wildcard characters? It will be different in different databases. Most of the popular databases use asterisk and a question mark. Suppose, for example, if a dialog database is there, which is a commercial database, so which will accept the question mark as the wildcard character for a single letter. And star is for asterisk is for many periodical databases. Whereas, for example, hash is used in STN, Science and Technology Network, which is also an international database. Right? So where to find out? Just go to the help menu of the database and find out which are the characters which are used as wildcard characters. Okay? That's the help menu where we can get information about these symbols. Now, truncation will save you keyboarding and time also. So this is called as auto-stemming or assumed truncation. Now, in the fourth strategies, I'll introduce about various control vocabulary tools. So you already know what is a dictionary. And there are three other tools like Thesaurus is there, SLSH is there, and LCSH is there. See, Thesaurus is a kind of a dictionary where we can find out for a particular word, we can find out a related term, narrow term, broad term, and also a meaning scope note about the concept also. So we can know much more information about a concept or related terms when we search in a thesaurus. So thesaurus is an example of a control vocabulary tool. Okay, and similar to those tools, LCSH and SLSH are there. LCH stands for Library of Congress Subject Headings List, and Sears list of subject headings list is SLSH. Now, what are these tools? These tools are nothing but they have the list of subject headings. Means when a library person or when a person who is entering the metadata of a digital resources, they will use these subject headings only. See, like suppose you wanted to search for a topic, then you have to use the keyword, right? So you can search those keywords in this list so that you are not missing them. You can get very quickly also, very easily also. So the librarian use these tools for cataloging, or in case of a digital resources for entering the metadata, they'll use these tools. Okay, so it's very useful so that you can also search or know about the concept using these tools also. These are called as control vocabulary tools, right? And we have completed the four types of search strategies, and I have some more simple tricks about how to search for. See, whenever you wanted to search for a phrase, exact phrase, use the double quotes like this here. Use the double quotes. You wanted to search for exact phrase, then beware of the American and British spellings. As I told you, see here, color and color. So change them. You'll get a different results, right? So orthopedics, fiber, fiber. So you have to change them appropriately whenever you wanted to search. Okay. Then next one is very important. You have to use the abbreviation. Suppose if you go to a TV showroom, and if you ask, I want light emitting diode TV, then the salesperson will say that there is nothing here, you can go out, right? So why? Because he doesn't understand that it is an LED TV you are asking for. So light emitting diode TV is nothing but LED TV. LED is the popular term which will be used for the LED TVs, right? So therefore, instead of searching on sometimes abbreviations, you can also search on the popular terms also. Like for example, if you use LCD, liquid crystal display. So sometimes you can also change, you have to change them. So you can use the abbreviations sometimes and also use the popular terms also sometimes. Okay. Then whenever you wanted to search on a publisher, don't use the abbreviations. Do not use them. Why? Because if you use CUP, C-U-P, it actually is an abbreviation for Cambridge University Press. If you use CUP, it will show you CUP in Google or any other search engine, right? So therefore, you have to be careful about when using these apostrophes. Generally, we don't use apostrophes whenever we search for the concept, if it is a apostrophe. Okay. Then umlauts. In case of a German and Spanish languages, we'll use the umlauts, right? Schrodinger's equation. So Schrodinger equation, see, we don't have a keyboard, right? So instead of O, this symbol, you can use O, normal English symbol only. Okay, so therefore, generally, umlauted vowels are A, O, U. Generally, only these will be there. So generally, our keyboard has these letters. So use those only, those letters only, instead of using those German languages, right? Then use synonyms or simple words or popular words. See, for example, if you are searching for a flu, then you can use influenza or a common cold. Influenza is the technical term. A flu is a common word, or a common cold is a common word also. Why I'm telling you is because, suppose, for example, in USA, the students are called as people, P-U-P-I-L. So here in India, we call them as students, right? So for example, in other countries, they use avenue or street or boulevard, right? So change this so that you will get a different results or appropriate results sometimes also. Okay. So just change these letters using synonyms. Of course, this is the website where you can find out the synonym.com. This is the place where you can find out the synonyms and some of the tricks also. Suppose you wanted to search on an example or a theorem, right? FFT as well as fast Fourier theorem. So you can use this kind of techniques whenever you are searching for a common words or abbreviations. Now, the other techniques are fuzzy searching and query expansion method and multiple databases searching. Now, fuzzy searching, already we'll see in Google, right? See here, I have kept a snapshot of the Google search engine. See where I have typed wrongly, C-A-M-P-U-T-E-R. Instead of computer, I have computer, right? I have typed it wrongly. So it says, you wanted to see this, right? So this is the method already used by the search engine, fuzzy searching. This method is called as fuzzy search engine, where it uses the optical character recognition method so that it automatically corrects the spellings of the words. Okay. The next method is query expansion method, where the iteration is continuously done till the final result is valid, right? So in the result itself, the search query is processed again and again, so that the final list is revised continuously, right? So this is another method, right? Now, coming to scholarly databases, scholarly database is nothing but nowadays online databases only. Two kinds of databases are there, online and offline. So offline databases are available on DVDs and CD-ROMs. They used to send to the libraries on CDs and DVDs. Of course, there is no difference between searching in an online and on offline methods, but only some aspects are different. So coming to the definition of a database, if you say it's a collection of indexed records, electronically arranged or organized indexed records, right? So that is called as a database. Now, there are various types of databases, right? Textual databases are there, numerical database, audio, video. Video database example is YouTube. Okay. Then in case of a chemistry person, if you are a chemistry researcher, you can search on a image databases. Image. Suppose you wanted to search for a benzene structure, similar to benzene structures. You can use these databases also. They are of course available in the. You have to consult the concerned college librarian or the information professional in the college. Okay. Then bibliographic, non-bibliographic databases. Of course, based on the scope, there are local, regional, and global databases. And based on the availability, they are available on open access or commercial databases. Of course, online and offline databases are also there. Now, there is a little difference between the searching in a normal search engine and in a database, right? Now, there are other databases also there, like for example, bibliographic database, catalog database, referral database. Now, if it is a referral database contains the information about the sources where we can find information. It will not show you the exact information, but it will show you the sources where we can find the information. That means refer, it will refer only, right? So even the databases are all available, multidisciplinary and as well as the subject wise also. And we can, whenever we write an article, we can also have a citations also, like references. So we can have we can also access the citation databases or full text databases also. Okay. So there are various kinds of databases, we can use them, right? Now coming to the other sources, like suppose for example, digital library. Digital library is nothing but a counterpart of a traditional library where the documents are available in a digital format, right? Now this is a snapshot of a West Bengal public library network where they have placed all the documents on their website. So you can access them 24 hours anytime. They are all placed open access only. So you can find out, you can search the libraries if it is they have a digital library where all the documents are available digital formats. You can search them by author, subject, or year wise also. Okay. Then you can also use the search method. Like for example, you can have a phrase search also, but this is an option. So there are two ways to search in a database or in a digital library also. You can either search for author wise or date wise or whatever it may be, right? Now, whenever you search a database or a digital library, don't use the phrases. You should not use the phrase. Why I am telling is, in digital library also, there is a database behind it. There is a database. So database is already an indexed electronic records, right? So already indexed one. Indexed means based on some keywords, they have been arranged them. Okay, so instead of having the keyword phrases, you can have the keywords, right? For example, if you use the phrase, it will show you no results. No results were found. Why? Because it's already indexed one. If you type the full phrase, it won't show you sometimes. Okay, they don't understand full sentences generally, the databases. So use the concepts or keywords when we search a database. Now, don't use these words whenever we search in a database. Here, like impact, we can use these words in a search engine, whereas whenever we search in a database, don't use this. Why? Because already these keywords are there in that. So don't use them. Directly go to the subject topics or the specialized topics. So directly you can have much more better results if you use those. So these are called as stop words or don't search words using these words in the databases. Right. And Thesaurus is also there. As I told you, it's a control vocabulary tool where we can find out alternate terms, related terms, broad terms, narrow terms. So whatnot, it will give a broader view of a particular concept, right? Thesaurus, it's like a dictionary. It's an enhanced dictionary like thing. Okay. And anyway, encyclopedia is there, Wikipedia nowadays. Now, encyclopedia is a tool which is available in the libraries where we can find out more information or background information or some kind of historical information about a particular concept. So therefore, any word which is not understanding, we can find out in an encyclopedia where we can get some brief information about the concept. Now, coming to delimiters, you can search, you can use these limiters so that you are narrowing down your search. You can restrict your search by subject, or suppose you wanted to say only, I wanted to search only in the peer-reviewed journals. You can tell that also. So all these options are available in the journal databases. Whenever we search in an online database, these are options set there. So that why I'm telling these is because if you impose more limiters, you are restricting the system to search only in few. If you do not use these limiters, it will search in the ocean and it will take more time. So if you use these limiters, so that it will be restricting and you'll get much more better results, right? So this is a technique, and to avoid delay or time consumption also. So you can have a publication here, a full text, or you wanted a citation only databases, or language also. Based on the language also, you can restrict your search. And these are the stop words. Avoid using these words in a digital libraries. Whenever you search for a concept in a digital library, don't use these words. Now, same thing. If you wanted to search exactly phrase, use the double quotes here, double quotes like this. Now, instead of see here, you can use the plus symbol, so that you wanted to tell the system that I want this concept should be there in the result compulsorily or mandatory. To tell that, you can use this plus symbol. So here is an example. Plus doctrining means you wanted this concept called as dog to be must be available in the result compulsorily. Then use this plus symbol. If you use minus or hyphen, then it says that it is nothing but like not operator, where you are telling the system that you doesn't want this term in the search. Like that, you can change the strategies there. Right. Now, finally, if the citation list is too long, then use the AND operator. And also use the limiter functions, so that you are restricting the scope into a limited area. And if there are no citations, sometimes if you use a wrong word, you'll get no citations, right? So you have to check the spelling of the words or eliminate some of the concepts, so that you'll get some results, right? Or you can use the OR operator along with other synonyms, so that you'll get some other results, right? Now, like for example, which database you have to consult. Suppose you wanted to conduct a proper research, then use the journals or books, ebooks, or an audio-visual material, thesis, and those things. You can consult an opaque database to search for the resources of these. Suppose you wanted to search for a journal article, you can use the databases such as, for example, you wanted to see the book reviews, conference proceedings. You can have to search for a journal databases. And some databases, they have citations and abstract only are there. So it depends on your requirement, whether you wanted to have a full text database or a citation only databases, right? Of course, there are many data search strategies are there, and you have to consult the help menu to find out which is the best way to search for the databases. Now, in your colleges, I think your college is having the NList, right? NList is the UGC program. Under this, all the affiliated colleges under 12B, I think they have been given this program where you have e-journals and e-books. There are many are there. Okay, I think the statistics says that many of the college or many of the colleges, they are not using the NList optimally. So therefore, please use them, because they're all available. The popular journals, they have been purchased and they have been kept in the college portal, NList portal. So the college has already subscribed to this. So use this source to find out the various e-resources which are available. You can also have ebooks also, right? And Delnet is another program, is also there, but both are same, almost same. Okay. Now, PQDT, ProQuest Dissertations and Thesis. Suppose you wanted to search for a thesis or a dissertation internationally, then you can use this. This is a free site, OpenPQDT, where you can use, see here, I have typed this kingship or monarchical power, and you can use these operators. See, whenever you click on search, execute this, you can have like this result where you can select, suppose you wanted to have full text, you can download them, you can view them, you can have a preview, you can have an abstract, whatever you wanted. Suppose if the text is not available, you can consult the author and find out the, or you can get the document from them. So all the thesis internationally, they have kept in this OpenPQDT. Okay, ProQuest, Dissertations and Thesis. This is a website, free website where you can find out the thesis. Now, finally, whether to Google or not to Google. See, to find out, to do a proper research, I'm stressing on this word, go for research tools such as databases, library databases. Suppose you wanted to find a brief information, then you can use the Google or Wikipedia. So why? Because is Google sometimes may not be correct, may not be. I'm not telling that it's not correct. Sometimes, okay. Why? Because anyone can, Wikipedia, anyone can edit that. So therefore, it's not a peer-reviewed search engine, right? So therefore, better to use a library database so that you can do a proper research. Now, these are different kinds of search engines are there. There are two kinds of search engines are there, general and meta search engines. So Google comes under general search engine. These are the examples of a general search engine, whereas this is a list of meta search engine. What is the difference between the general and the meta search engine is meta search engine is more powerful than a general search engine. Why? Because see here, the meta search engine, what it will do is it will send the query to multiple search engines at the same time, and it will retrieve it, and it will integrate it, and it will show it to us. So whereas a normal search engine, it will search in its own database, whereas meta search engine will send the query to multiple search engines, and the result is integrated at one place, and it will be responded to the user. So naturally, meta search engine is more powerful. Of course, some meta search engines are commercial also. Some of them are free also. Okay, just go into those sites and you can find it. Now, before completing my session, I'll be presenting an overview of various open access resources. See here in this presentation, there are a lot of slides are there where you can learn, you can browse them later also. Because lack of time, I'm just skipping some of the slides. Now, open access resources are the resources which are available freely for us. We can download them, we can use them, we can, that is also fair purpose only, not for any other commercial purposes. It's a fair purpose, you can use them. Okay. Now, I'll show you some of the sites, open access. See, this is an old ebook library. Of course, this is a little bit commercial, but of course, nominal rate, at a very nominal subscription rate, $8.95. It's a world ebook library. So more than 30 lakh books are available in this site. Okay, then Wikibooks, you all know this. I think this is not the latest figure. It might be more than 3,115. I think it has, I have taken the statistics around 20 days back. So it consists of 3,115 books. Okay, Jester is again a place where we can find out more ebooks. 40,000 ebooks are there. Of course, some are free, some are commercial. It's a business tactic there. So they are providing some for free, and some are for commercial purpose or subscription only. Then Open Door, directory of open access resources. This is a place where you can find out the list of open access repositories. Repository is nothing but where all the publications of the institution are digitized and kept in the website or uploaded on the website. So it's an international site where we can find out even the foreign publications also. We can search based on the country, the subject or language, the software which is used, whatever it may be. This is a site where we can find out the list of repositories. So directly search on that and you will get the link and open that link and find out the journal articles or whatever you wanted there. Now ETDs, coming to ETDs, electronic thesis and dissertations nowadays they have been digitized and kept for the public access. Now, InflipNet is the agency in India which is leading in these efforts, and all the theses and dissertations published in the universities, they are made available in this InflipNet website. Okay, I have some other projects which are particularly very useful for research purposes. Now, for NDLTD, Network Digital Library of Thesis and Dissertations, World ETD Index, OHIO link, DART. Suppose you wanted to consult an European e-thesis, so DART is there. Suppose Academic Archive Online, DIVA, Cyber Thesis, PQDT Open, OATD. So there are many are there, right? So NDLTD, this is a snapshot of NDLTD, Worldwide NTD Index, OHIO Universities, DART, European, this is a snapshot. Suppose you wanted to find out the Scandinavian universities. So DIVA is there, DIVA Online, Cyber Thesis. Suppose you wanted to consult the French universities, ETDs, then this is the Cyber Thesis. Then PQDT, you already saw this, right? I'll just skip all this. Now, important, very important, E-Shodh Ganga. E-Shodh Ganga is the repository, Indian universities PhD thesis repository. So you can see here around 270,000 thesis plus thesis are there. This is the latest figure. So you can search for any PhD thesis of any university which is recognized by the UGC in India. Okay. OATD is again another website. So where we can find out some of the thesis. See here around 28,82,000 theses are available in this website. 28 lakhs 82,000. Coming to newspapers, e-newspapers, onlinenewspapers.com. This is the site where we can find out more than 10,000 newspapers worldwide, freely available daily. You can read them, any paper, you can consult those papers. Of course, Webpax, LOC, Library of Congress is the biggest library in USA. You can contact this library through the catalog also, where we can find out some important books you wanted to refer for your class or curriculum. You can use this website so that you can find out some important books or some very good books from this library. DOAJ, Directory of Open Access Journals. So it's a list of open access journals. So just click on the subject, see here. So you wanted to see on arts and architecture, click on this. You will get a list of links. So whatever the link it is there, you can search on the link. Now OAJSC, Open Access Journal Search Engine. This is another site where you can find out the journals or search engine for the journals which are on open access. So again, they are categorized by subjects. You can use this site also. So around 563 open access journals are there, Indian journals. Now publish, whenever you publish a research article, try to publish in an open access journal. Why I'm telling is, open access journal will give you wider publicity, or visibility will be more, and you'll get more citations also. If your article is a very good article, it will give more citation, it will get more citations. And these citations are very important for your API or academic parameters also. Then Sakshat is a program, UGC program. Under this only there are various programs are there. Now CEC, Consortium for Education Communication, EduSat, they also post live programs. So you can also watch these live programs. EPG Patashala, it's a very good website. See, actually there was only NPTEL was there, NPTEL. So it was the program of MHRD where all the lectures given by IITs and IIMs, they have been recorded and they have placed on the NPTEL website. So it was only for engineering. Now for other courses, there was a necessity of such a website. So UGC has devised this EPG Patashala, where you can find out all the study material along with the text and the video materials of all the PG courses subject wise. So very, very useful website. This is again a project of UGC only. Spoken Tutorial is a project of IIT Mumbai, again under MHRD only, where suppose if you have an IT department or a computer science department, they can join these courses. They are providing free tutorials on a particular softwares also. So of course, most of the courses which are available in this spoken tutorial is all related to computer science. So therefore, the other subjects are also there, but very minimum. You can search this. You can browse this. If you find anything which is really useful for you, you can search them and learn those software. So audio video tutorials along with the procedures and the activities, they are placed here. Okay, this is a project of IIT Mumbai. Then INDCAT is an INDCAT means all the universities catalog. Catalog is available in this. So you wanted to search for a book or a document of a particular university, you can search here. Whether it is available or not, you can find out from this pack or Indian catalog, Indian universities catalog. Enlist, I have told about this Enlist. InfibNet is again the agency where they have also placed some of their publications here. Now, Shodh Gangotri. Now, we have seen Shodh Ganga. Shodh Gangotri is a repository of the research which is in progress. Means Shodh Ganga is the completed PhD thesis, whereas Shodh Gangotri is the research in progress. Means you'll have all the synopsis here. So all the synopsis of the PhD thesis will be available in this. Now, E-Shodh Sindhu is again the project of the MHRD. All the e-resources available on the single platform. So you can see the statistics here. How many colleges have registered this? E-journals, 10,000 e-journals are there. And 1,64,300 e-books are more than this. So you can search in this through college website or directly from your home also. You can search and find out much more information related to your study. Now, eGyan Kosh. eGyan Kosh is the repository of all the study material of Indira Gandhi National Open University. So they have all the recorded videos, the text material, all the learning material they have posted, both UG and PG. All the learning material have been kept under this eGyan Kosh portal. So directly go to the subject and you can download them also. You can download them and you can use for your teaching purpose or any other learning purposes also. Of course, Swayam, you all know, Swayam is a portal for self-learning. So you have a certificate course, diploma courses, all these are there. I think all of you might know this. Then OER Commons Education Purposes, right? So of course, there are many sites are there, ebooks.com, eBrary. Suppose if you wanted a book on ethics and values, philosophy related books, you can find out this website, globeethics.net, where you can find out more than 14 lakhs books. DOAB, Directory of Open Access Books. Okay, it's again a free access, free books. iBerry, particularly where it's a courseware, open access courseware. Suppose you wanted to build your own courseware, you can use this website, free. Textbook Revolution is again a website where you can find out some textbooks. Free Books Life for Life. Now, Universal Digital Library, it's again a project of Michigan University, Carnegie Mellon University. Under this, million books have been digitized. And you can search this website based on the starting letters of the subject. So you can find out many more digitized books are there. BookBub is there, BookBub, Tufts Open Courseware. Okay. Of course, there are many are there. I'll just, because we are running out of time, and I will skip all this before, patents. You wanted to search for patents. These are the sites. Delphion is there, and Free Patents Online is also there. You wanted to search for any patent, you can search these sites. And I have a list of the sites. From here. See here, I have the list of the sites, huge list of the sites is there. So you can search, directly click on these links. So it's a 10-page list. So whatever you want, you can search from this. Of course, this PPT will be shared with the organizers. You can use them later also. Suppose you wanted to go for this, you can use this. National Digital Library of India is another very important site where you can have all the digital content, digital components. See, this Parliament Digital Library, British Library, UNESCO Library. These are the e-journals. These are all list of e-journals. So have a big list. Just go through later also. Important one here is, I'll show you e-patents, the list of the sites where we can find out the patents, right? So based on the country wise also, you can search on the country wise also. Then before actually closing this, I'll just go to very important topic. Yeah, plagiarism. Now, what is this plagiarism? Plagiarism is nothing but wrongful appropriation or stealing someone's intellectual property and keeping your name. So it may be intentional and unintentional also, right? So sometimes we doesn't know whether we are doing plagiarism or not. Okay, it may be intentional, it may not be intentional, right? Now, how to find out whether you are plagiarized or not? Okay, see here, types of plagiarism: intentional and unintentional. Sometimes self-plagiarism also comes under plagiarism only, because you are referring your own documents, your own articles. Okay, of course there are 10 types of plagiarism. It's a very big topic. Again, I won't cover here because it's not possible to cover here also. Just I will skip all this. Now, how to avoid plagiarism? See, suppose if it is a fact, you need not acknowledge. If you acknowledge the author of the person, author of the document, it doesn't come under plagiarism, right? Now, facts and common knowledge need not cite. Hyderabad is the capital of Telangana. No need of citations there. It's a fact, right? But whereas if it is an opinion or a definition or an attitude or an idea, theory, anything related to research work, then compulsory you have to cite. If you are in a confusion, you wanted to cite or not, better cite it. So therefore, you will be avoiding this plagiarism. See, plagiarism is very important, because if you caught under plagiarism, your research work might be cancelled, or also sometimes your job also might lose, right? So there are some softwares are also there: plagiarism checker, Wiper, Authenticate, and our university, Usmania University, has selected the Turnitin as the authenticated as the plagiarism software to do anti-plagiarism check. And the similarity index, recently they have taken as 10% similarity index is the limit, right? Then, of course, finally, the referencing software. There are some softwares are there, commercial and even the open access softwares are also there. Like for example, Zotero and Mendeley, these are the open source softwares. And of course, these two are commercial softwares. Now, what are these softwares? Now, when we write an article, we have to write the references. We have to write the references at the end. So what are these software will allow us or will help us to store the search also. When we search, for example, I'll show you an example. See, this is the Mendeley software. Mendeley is there, and Zotero is also there. Now there is a option called as literature search. So whenever you search, it will show you some results, and you have to select this and click on send to Mendeley. Automatically, all those references in a proper order, that means citation styles, it will be sent to those sent to the Mendeley. So it's very easy and helpful also, because it saves a lot of typing work. Okay. Then of course this Mendeley is available in web version, and it also desktop version also. You have a 3-pane. So on the left you can also store the PDF files, right? See here, this is the file we have searched. When you click on this, it will show you the PDF version. If you click on this, it will show you the document there. So very useful, and to store the citations, it's very useful also. Okay, and another one is also there. Zotero is also similar to Mendeley. Here the advantage in Zotero is, for example, see, this is the suppose Langsdale library. This is the opaque of a library. This is a site of a library. Now I have searched this site from a browser, right? Now I have installed this Zotero already into my systems. What happens is, whenever I search a particular opaque, it will show you some options. Save to Zotero. Whatever I have searched it, I can check that boxes and click on this save to Zotero. Automatically that references will be copied as it is. So you need not type those references when we publish a research article. So it's very useful. So you can use, of course, in the Microsoft Word also, there are some options are there. See here, under the references tab, there are options here, APA style, Chicago style, and Miller style. There are many styles are there. You have to create a database of citations first, then select the style. Automatically, that will be changed into that style. Okay. Now, so therefore, here, not more than one chapter you have to copy, or 10% of a published book you have to, you should not copy that, right? So if you copy, it will be caught under copyright infringements, right? Now, finally, to avoid plagiarism, referencing is must, and always, whatever quotations you have used, refer them and acknowledge the author who has said that idea. And finally, what all we should refer? Everything, whatever from whichever we have consulted, whatever the document we have consulted, everything has to be cited. Everything from the newspaper to the email communication also. Email, suppose if a person is sending an email that you are referring to, even that also you have to be cited, right? Of course, there are many citation styles are there. You have to decide on which citation you have to consult. Suppose, for example, most of the social sciences, they use this APA style. Of course, style sheets are there. Style sheets is a manual where people can use this manual to know what is the format of the citations, right? Okay. Of course, you can also use these techniques for search also. So this is the way how to interpret a journal article in the citations, right? Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Because it's already time. Okay. Now it's open for discussion.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. There are no any queries, sir.
Okay.
So we'll go for, I'll just propose vote of thanks, sir.
Yeah, sure.
On behalf of management, principal, vice principal, and staff of Kasturba Gandhi Degree College for Women, I take this opportunity to propose vote of thanks. At this outset, I would like to thank our distinguished speaker, Mr. P. Ramesh sir, for making excellent presentation and making this webinar very interesting. Thank you very much, sir, for your thought-provoking and meaningful presentation. I would like to extend special thanks to our Vice Principal Dr. Rashri ma'am for her continuous support and guidance. Last but not the least, I thank our ICT team for making this webinar a grand success. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. I thank also the organizers for giving me this opportunity. Thanks. Thanks to the participants.
Very informative session, sir. It was very informative.
Yeah,
we had a lot to note down, sir.
Yeah, sure. You can contact us later also if you find any. Suppose you wanted to have some clarification, you can contact later also. My email ID is there in that. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Feedback link is posted.
Yeah.
In the chat
Yes.
box.
Yeah, post it here only, Vidya.
Ma'am, shall we post a feedback link in WhatsApp group also?
Naima, here we'll be posting it.
Okay.
Now, what about in the live session?
The same link, Vidya, please.
Okay.
Divya, ఒకసారి announce చేయమ్మా.
The feedback link is posted in the chat box and YouTube live stream. Please fill the feedback form and you'll get your e-certificates. Please fill the feedback form that has been posted in the group chat, and it will be posted in the YouTube chat box also. Please fill the feedback form. You'll get your e-certificate.
Shall I stop the live link?
Vidya, you can stop the live.